Hey, this is the Tin Man, and this is Folkadelic Acid Blues, and I'm going to talk tonight about some issues regarding race and rock and roll. And I think the whole race issue at this time is pretty fucked up. And what I mean by that is not like what you would think. I think the best way to get rid of racism is stop thinking about it. I didn't care what color Jimi Hendrix was. All I knew was he melted my frickin' ears when I was 10 years old. I loved Jimi Hendrix. I wanted to be Jimmy J.J. Walker when I was a kid. Yeah, because I was a goofy ass skinny kid just like Jimmy Walker was on Good Times. And I was just as funny, and or well, in my mind I thought I was funny. But yeah, and it was a great time, the 70s, platform shoes, and I had bell bottoms, and I'm sure they were plaid, you know, with a paisley shirt. Oh dear God. Anyway, and I would strut down the hall, singing Rubber Band Man, because that was my song. I was not only known as the Tin Man, but I was known as the Rubber Band Man. Yeah, and and that's what I want to. I grew up in the 70s when all the major changes changed. I mean, there were pioneers early. There was, Sam Phillips. It was, you know, what what they all did, their part. But in the 70s, we realized that we had to do better, and we did. And now this generation doesn't really understand what real racism was. I know. I seen it. But my generation was the first generation to really look at that and say, that was kind of fucked up. And we didn't mind, our generation didn't mind pissing off people. And when we thought we were right. Thanks to Richard Pryor, George Carlin, SNL, the Smothers Brothers, we were taught not to give a fuck. And that's my advice now. Whenever no matter what side is talking about it, whenever they're talking about race, tell them I ain't got time.